Monday morning, day 4. We are up towards the desert bar, I believe that's what it's called, outside of Parker. And I know there's a few of them, I'm just not sure if that's what that one's called. I believe it is the desert bar. And we will be going up to the road and drive up to that. Probably first stop this morning, or first, destination. Whether we stop or not, that's another thing. I don't know if they'd be open when we go through there, but we'll definitely swing in there and say that we've been there anyways. Great morning. Blue skies. Yep. Sunshine decided to say hello. I threw some water in the pot last night, well, the skillet, let it soak, heated it up this morning, and that is how I'm doing my dishes. Cast iron makes it kind of nice because it's a pretty good seasoned pan, and so it's got a lot of oil within it, so nothing really sticks. I hate boiling them necessarily, just because then now we're boiling some of that oil and stuff up out of it, but we just add a little more every time we cook, so works out pretty good. And so now it's time to warm up some water, clean water. We're gonna have some oatmeal and a couple over easy eggs, but I think my spatula is about as big as that skillet is, so over easy might become over scrambled. Kind of a bummer I don't have no toast. I suppose if I threw some bread out here, it would toast. Give it 20 minutes. Eggs and oatmeal for breakfast. And yeah, I dropped the egg and it cracked all over, so yep, one scrambled and one attempt at an over easy with this big huge frickin' spatula. Yeah, there. We'll see how it goes, but that's breakfast. Oatmeal, eggs, and of course chocolate and vanilla mixed oat milk. No, almond milk. That should keep me going for the day, or at least until lunch. I think we'll stop somewhere and have a lunch today. Maybe a late lunch, early dinner or something. Who knows? I've got plenty of food to eat, so I better get to eating. Bouse on the general, and well, the one that I experimented with in the grill was not a good idea, because as you can clearly hear the fan. So instead of deleting these clips or the background noise and putting music over top of them, I chose just to explain the situation. Sorry. Exactly where I'm at, but this is the Gray Eagle Mine Trail, and I know that Bouse is that way, or at least that general direction. Parker and the reservation is that way, so we're gonna stay going this way and hope for the best. Gives you a few puckers here and there, but nothing that's not manageable. My kind of trail, actually. I love this kind of stuff. There's one of them pucker factors. I guess I won't climb up there. You take it slow and easy. You be smart about it. And there's no issues. Now, I wouldn't want to get any more extreme than that. But you know what? I don't have to be top heavy, as they say, in order to make it look extreme. That could be an easy place to flip over on our standard vehicle. You just do something silly and over you go. Good times. This is a good time to check your undercarriage. And that drip back there is the cooler. Everything's still looking like it's supposed to. Skid plate looks like it's been doing its job. It's a good time to change a tire, if it's this one. All right, well, let's do it. Well, made it to the desert bar, I guess. Don't have to worry about going in and getting a beer for two reasons. I don't drink beer and they're closed. So that's that. We're headed down from the desert bar towards 95, but we're not going to go into Parker. We're going to take a couple little side roads and bypass Parker as much as possible and head to Bouse, or as the locals call it, Bouse. I'm a firm believer of picking up Roadkill. Because, hey, there's a zip tie. But I actually was after this. So, I don't see the pin. Oh, well, looky there. The pin. Ain't that convenient. So, boom. Roadkill. And a Herkin zip tie. Might as well pick that up too, because, well, if it's not usable, it's still trash. So, all right. Roadkill. I guess after living with my stepdad Marv and being a truck driver for a while, you tend to see this stuff. It just kind of jumps out at me. Yeah, that one did. So, what do you think, Yog? Get your approval? Should we keep it? Okay, we'll keep it. Yogi says, keep it. It's kept. I was told to come down past the junk pile, the shooting area, and take a left. Well, I did that, or I'm doing that, but it's not exactly putting me on a trail that the ride command shows, but I'm thinking at least if I'm going this general direction, they'll intertwine. So at least that's my hope. There's a trail right down there, and that might be where I need to be, because it looks like on my ride command it shows it's a little bit more to my left. So I'm guessing we drop down here and go that way. So if you are going or happen to be on this same general area and you're trying to avoid Parker and going towards Bouse, then take a left and go this way. Looks like an awesome trail so far, from what I can tell. Puts us on a trail where somebody's taking it at one time or another. Well, I took this left past the junk pile, but I came to these 3 sections, and needless to say, they're pretty gnarly. I would attempt doing them. They don't, like, I wouldn't attempt this one, but I would attempt these other 2. My problem is that I'm by myself, and you've got to know when to say enough's enough and draw a line, and I have to draw my line. This I could probably do without too many issues, but I still don't want to push my limits, being that I'm alone. That gets to be a pretty steep trail, and going down is one thing, coming back up, if I had to, that's a whole nother story. I might come this way and give this one a whirl. We'll see. This isn't bad. I just don't like that drop there at the bottom, and I can't get over far enough. I could go down to that little V and keep my other up there, but then I might be off camber too much and get way too much of a forward tip, and well, why put yourself in a situation that you don't have to? So I'm going to say that if I was here with somebody else and I could have them winch off to my back bumper or back hitch or something, keep me from rolling over forward, that'd be a possibility. So my other problem is this the only one that's going to be? What happens when I get down further and end up having to come back this way? I might have to second guess this option. Found our go around, I think. It's rough, but it's not straight up and down. Jeez, it is rough. I should have walked down here first. At least check to see if I could actually get through. I didn't actually do that. Man, it is. Well, that wasn't too bad, but now we got to do this, and this is gonna give us a little bit of a wake up. why I built this machine. I wanted to be able to go overlanding, but at the same time, I wanted to be able to get to places that people don't go. I mean, people go here, obviously, but people don't go with a general. Not saying nobody, I'm saying that it's not normal, it's not the usual. But it's normal for me. I love it. How you doing, buddy? He's like, I don't want to walk no more. We'll carry on. It's a fun trail. I just came up what I believe is called President's Trail. Let's see. It's not showing me yet again. Either way, it was rough. This is an adventure. We're definitely taking the scenic route. I have no clue where I'm at. I'm not on the Arizona Peace Trail, but I do know this. I know where Bouse is, on the map anyways. Now we're just gonna try to get there. want to go that direction. The problem is all these tend to go right down here. I don't see any trails cutting up. So it keeps forcing me back this way. And I don't want to go this way. I want to go that way. I just cannot seem to get onto this. This is where I want to be, but I'm having a hell of a time getting up there. But I don't even know, because I want to come here and then keep going this direction. But I'm stuck up here. I got to get to this road. Oh well, we'll just keep traveling. I found the sand dunes. I wasn't looking for them, but I found them. Well, I don't know if we're gonna make it up this or not, because I don't have a good runway. It's too rough at the bottom, but we'll see. Yeah, way too soft for me. I kind of thought that. This thing does not want to climb sand dunes at all. It's not a game this bad boy likes to play, or this old girl. Hey, at least I got my shifting back a little bit. It's not a runway. Maybe that's our ticket. We'll give it a shot one more time. of water I've seen since Lake Havasu. It's all fenced off. I can understand why, because it must be a precious commodity. But that is water. So my instructions were to go across the canal and then follow it down on the right hand side, or on the south side. So as far as I know, I am heading south. So if I have to go down the south side, I would think that would be this road here. I'm going to double check my maps and make sure. But if you're on this route like I am, I was at the sand dunes and then I typed in Bouse and I put the bicycle route. The smell out here is wonderful. It's real floral smelling. It smells really good. Cute little plump cacti. There's another one over there. It is some hot, barren land out here, but it has its own sense of awe. Makes you wonder how things survive. Blistering hot. No water. Or very little. Then we got a yogi. He feels like he's back in his homeland. Huh, Mr. Aussie Queensland Kelpie. Yeah. You're an Aussie dog, aren't you? Not that he's ever stepped foot on land in Australia, but that's where he's bred from. Border Collie, Queensland Kelpie, and Australian Shepherd. Hey, come here. Hey, come on. You don't need to go find no snake. That snake wants to have nothing to do with you. And you don't want to have nothing to do with him. And that actually makes two of us. Yeah, you can see the little drag marks from, I don't know if you can, well, right there. That's probably a tail from a lizard. Come on. Cool little guy there. I tell you what, it is warm. No, it is hot. I wonder what would happen if he's seen a lizard. Probably chase it. That's what he does to the squirrels. If it moves, you gotta chase it. Alright, well, we're okay, yeah, you got me again. We're headed to Bouse. And I'm pretty sure that we're on the right trail. I'm pretty sure we're not too far away. And I'm really sure that we need to eat lunch. I went without eating for the first few days. And now a nice cold sandwich sounds really good. So me and Yogi are gonna find the first place that's, okay, probably isn't gonna be the first, but we're gonna find a good place that's close to Bouse that has shade that we can make a sandwich. What do you think? Come on. Get back. Come on. You're so silly. Yogi found the fan planted right in front of it. Said that's enough. And I've put a Ugga-Dugga on the. What's up, buddy? I had a little mishap earlier on my trip. I had the bolt on the secondary clutch back out, and when I put it all back together, I missed a washer somehow. A crush washer nonetheless. So I was having shifting issues. I got a hold of Thomas at satpowersports down in Bouse. And so he told me to stop by and he'd give me a hand. So that's what I did. Came down here, got a few things adjusted and taken care of. It got later in the day and he offered to put me up for the night in their little Airbnb they had. So that was wonderful of them to do that. Got myself a shower and a bed to sleep in. And when I was going through all my stuff, I noticed that I lost my case that has my SD cards in it from my trip. And I lost the battery for the GoPro and my charging block for my phone, a few other small items. So needless to say, tomorrow morning I will be returning or backtracking, should I say, and I will be looking for my case that I dropped. I thought maybe it was going to be where you see my door was open on the general from the drone footage, but that was not the case. I did have to go further back than that, and that will be footage from my next video because obviously I found it. Otherwise, none of this footage would exist. Well, today's footage would exist because I swapped out my card, but all the previous days would not have happened had I not found my footage. But you'll see the footage on the next video.